Hello Virgo, let's go on ahead and get started. So we are going to be pulling cards from Sandra Ann Taylor's deck, the Energy Oracle cards, as well as Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels, Saints and Angels, and the Magical Messages from the Fairies deck. And first row is going to be general, although you guys appear to have love already in that. And I've already got the cards laid out to kind of speed things up for us. And then the bottom row here is going to be about love. So let's go ahead and get started. The first card that you guys have is the World. And if you can see that, there's a man, he's cloaked. He is standing, he's looking out over the bay. This is a card talking about, expansion, opening up, thinking big, not limiting yourself, expanding your vision, your views toward what you can achieve, what you can do, pursue. Because I get for a number of you, you're contemplating a job change. But you're worried, would I be able to do that? Would I qualify? Would they hire me? Would I succeed in that? Would I get the pay that I need to sustain myself and my family? For some of you, it's related to a job. You have to get a job. For some of you, it's moving, which is related to a job. But they're saying for some of you, there's like this location that you've really always wanted to live in, but you've always been afraid to move there out of fear of the moving costs and how much it may cost for you once you live there. And also, how am I going to work? I'm going to need a job when I get there. So what they're encouraging you to do is to not limit yourself, to really think about what it is that you desire. Sit down, go within, think big. Think, what is it I want? What are my big hopes and dreams? And write those things down. And go for it. Don't let yourself hold yourself back, because they're saying you are the only thing holding you back. They are there to help you and assist you in bringing those dreams to fruition. But you need to think big and not limit yourself. And the next thing, which is tied directly into that, because making those changes and thinking big is the doorway to your personal happiness, healing, to all those things that you desire. This is a card of new beginnings, and if you can see here, it's a beautiful card. You have the dove, lily pads, the rainbow. I mean, treasures await you, joy awaits you. All those things that you've hoped for and you have wanted are waiting for you. And they're saying that new beginnings for you in your life. Like on here, you've got some lotus flowers as well. So what I'm getting, they're saying a lot of healing, because some of those things that are blocking you, those doubts, those worries, those concerns, those limiting beliefs, are stemming from things that are going to need to be healed. And they're saying that you will be successful in healing those things, which is going to help you proceed forward into those new beginnings, those opportunities. And they're saying that the healing, it's going to involve some changes for some of you. So for some of you, maybe there's addictions that you're going to have to break. For some of you, it's going to be emotional things that you're going to have to heal and release. But they're wanting you to know that these opportunities, that life, it is unfolding for you. These new opportunities are going to be appearing for you. And again, for a number of you, you have been making some of these changes and you have been doing the healing work. You've been doing the preparation. You're in the final stages of doing that. So they're encouraging you to keep moving forward, because those things that you have been doing are working. They are going to be successful. They are going to usher in those positive changes, those new beginnings that you desire. There's just a final few things that, you're going to be working on and healing to prepare, which will help you start to think big so that you can move forward. Next card we have is marriage. And the bottom of it says, the fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. So what I'm getting is some of you, you've got some stress going on in your marriage right now, which is also depicted down here. One second, I'm trying to get some additional information from them. Okay, so what they're saying is because of this healing, this work, these things that you're going to be doing, you will revitalize your marriage. You will put that spark back into your marriage, that happiness, that joy that you have felt missing for a while. Because a number of you, you felt stuck. I get that many of you actually have been feeling stuck. You're stuck in a job that doesn't make you happy. Many of you feel it's a dead-end job. It's going nowhere, but you're afraid to think big and move on. Many of you are stuck in a town that you don't want to live in, and a community you don't want to be in. You just feel stuck. And some of you feel stuck in your marriage. That spark's gone. There's been a lot of stress and unhappiness and strife and arguments, and and you're just feeling stuck and not knowing what to do. So they're going to help you bring that spark back. They're going to help you heal things that need to be healed and released. Now it's going to take a little bit of work on your part, because there are a number of you need to actually do some healing work with some feelings, emotions, and things, which will help you open up to your partner, open up to your spouse. And some of you also need to be honest with your emotions and feelings with your spouse, because I get for a number of you, it's like you leave everything bottled up inside, and instead of discussing it with your spouse, you blow up at them and causes arguments. So as part of your healing and strengthening your marriage and relationship, they're encouraging you to open up, share those emotions, share those feelings, share what you're thinking, because that's going to bring you closer. That will strengthen that bond, and you will be successful. Now, for some of you, you will be getting married, you will be getting engaged, which is also depicted down here, so you won't be hitting that here in a moment. So congratulations to those of you in that boat. Next card we have. Now the thing is, this bottom row, even though you had love kind of go into your general row, this is the row of romance, love. We got two first cards with information, and the last card is what you can do to improve the situation. So the first card we have is healing family issues, and if you can read the bottom of it, it says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So I get for many of you, be it you're looking for a partner, you're in a relationship where you're stuck, be it a marriage or just a relationship, you're feeling stuck. It's all hinging off of those feelings towards your mother and your father. And for a lot of you, it's really anger that you have toward them, anger in the things that happened when you were a young child, anger with how you were treated, anger toward feeling abandoned. So what they're saying is, like, for some of you, you've got a deep-seated fear of abandonment, because maybe your dad had abandoned you as a child and was not there for you. So because of that fear that you will be left alone, that you will be abandoned, which is deep down, that's an anger toward your father. But because that's still buried down deep, how it's manifesting and affecting your love life is that for some of you, you're pushing away your lover, your spouse, your partner, because you're afraid that she will for those of you that she may up and abandon you and leave you. So instead of letting them close, you keep them at a distance, which is jeopardizing and hurting your relationship because of that fear that you'll be abandoned and be left alone. So that anger toward your father needs to be released, and for some of you, it manifests in that so for some of you that are single, that are in this situation of abandonment by your father, you keep attracting these romantic partners that are not good romantic partners, that they aren't good for you. They're unhealthy relationships that you keep manifesting, because energetically, if you think that you're going to be abandoned and left because that's what your father did to you, you attract someone energetically who's going to abandon you and leave you and not be good for you. So what they're encouraging you to do is to focus on healing those emotional wounds, those things that are affecting your life with regards to your mother and your father. And it will take forgiveness and forgiving your mother or your father. It doesn't mean that you condone their behavior. You're not condoning and endorsing what they did to you, how you were treated, how it made you feel. You're just simply forgiving them. You're letting go of that toxic anger. You're letting go of those toxic emotions. You're letting go of those things that are holding you back in love. And for a number of you, those things have actually manifested physically into things that are physical illness and ailment and disease. So what you'll find is when you release that, not only are you going to draw someone to you who is a good, healthy, romantic partner, lover, who could be a spouse. For some of you, it's going to drastically improve your marriage. But you're going to notice some health issues go away as well, because it will resolve that as well for you. So by finding that inner peace, that happiness, it's just going to completely transform your relationships and into something healthy, loving, be it whether you're single, married, in a relationship. They're encouraging you to focus on healing those past family hurts in order to transform your love life, and they're saying all areas of your life. Engagement. Kind of already covered that. For some of you that are getting engaged, congratulations. That's exciting news. If you can read the bottom of it, it says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So Obviously, with those of you that are going to be getting engaged, taking it to the next level. For some of you, you will just be taking your relationship to the next level. So not necessarily to engagements, but for some of you, I get that, you know, you've been dating off and on for a little while. Now you're going to take it to a committed relationship. You're actually going to commit with each other. They're saying for some of you that are single, like maybe some of you that are going to be focusing on healing the family issues, the family past hurts. You've been single for so long that you're beginning to wonder, you know, am I ever going to get married? Is this ever going to happen for me? And this is just a reassurance for you that you are going to get married. It is going to happen, so you can let those worries go. That's not something for you to worry and concern yourself over. Now, for many of you, this is talking about a commitment to yourself, commitment to taking care of yourself. And for a lot of you, they're saying that this is talking about you committing to yourself, committing to healing yourself, and committing just to doing things that are good for you. Like, you know, go and have a day at the spa, go and enjoy some time with friends, go to a comedy club, just go do something that's going to it's just going to elevate your mood, lift your joy, your happiness, get you back to a happier, stress-free, joyful place. And they are encouraging you to do that because that will improve your love life and just life in general. So commit to you. And this last card that we have, and this is the card that talks about what you can do to help improve your love life, and that is stress management. And they're saying is a number of you, your marriage, your relationship, your partnership, it's really being affected right now by stress. Stress of taking care of the kids, stress of taking care of the family, stress of all the things that you have to get done. So what they're saying is they've been trying to give you some intuitive guidance, some intuitive nudges of things that you can do to reduce that stress. So they're encouraging you to listen to those thoughts, that intuition that's coming in about maybe you get a thought to go and take a girls' weekend, or maybe you get a thought to go exercise, take a nap, take a road trip, do a spa day. But they're giving you these intuitive thoughts and these ideas and these things that will help you reduce your stress. So they're encouraging you to listen to that and to act on it. They're also encouraging you, because a number of you're over obligated. So a number of it's almost as though you've brought this stress on yourself, because out of feeling obligated to help someone to do something, to go to their event, to help them with something around their home, out of an obligation or feeling guilted to do something, you've said yes to too many people and you've over obligated yourself. So they're encouraging you, which goes back to, again, committing to taking care of you, to be assertive with people and say no to any requests that you don't want to do, because you shouldn't feel guilted to do anything or feel that you have to do anything out of obligation, because it's just adding additional stress onto you, which you don't need at this time. They're also saying, avoid harsh environments, negative people, negative environments. And for some of you, this stress is brought on because it's like you're avoiding or you're procrastinating doing something like a big project, something that has to be done. But because of, avoiding it and procrastinating, you're actually just causing yourself more stress and a lot of worry about that. So they're encouraging you just to face it head on, deal with it, and then that way you can have that behind you and move forward. And so they're saying that if you can do these things, you can say no to the additional obligations, you can do things that are going to get you to a healthier, happier, balanced state, exercising, you time, spa visits, saying no to the extra obligations. And even they're saying you can even do little things, like for some of you, adult coloring's a big thing right now. For some of you, go get a coloring book and color. That will relieve your stress. Go buy some flowers, because they're saying those little things. You don't necessarily have to go do a big expensive weekend retreat with the girls. You can just do little things. Get some flowers. Get yourself some new perfume, new cologne. Listen to some music. Color. That will help get you to a happier, stress-free place, and then that is going to improve your relationship, and they're saying all areas of your life. So I do wish you the very best. Many thanks to everyone for subscribing and for commenting. I do love to hear from all of you. Filled with a lot of love, joy, and blessings.